All right, so we're diving deep today, and I'm really excited about this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is the American ermine, right?
The American Ermine, yeah.
This small but mighty predator, adaptable, adorable, all those things.
Mm-hmm.
We've got excerpts from pasted text, so we're ready to go.
Sounds
I
good.
gotta say, though, when I first started looking at this, I was just blown away by how much this little thing eats.
Oh, really?
Like 40% of its body weight daily, is that right?
Yeah, up to 40%.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of food for such a small
They're
creature.
tiny. Like, what, 7 to 13 inches long?
Yeah, somewhere in that range. It
Yeah.
depends on the individual and the sex, but...
Yeah. So why do they have to eat so much?
Well, the metabolism is just incredibly high.
Oh, okay.
They're constantly on the move,
So
hunting.
predators. They
Exactly.
got to keep that energy up.
Got to fuel all that activity.
And what are they hunting?
Primarily small mammals. Voles, mice, shrews,
Okay.
even rabbits sometimes if they can get them.
Wow, rabbits. They're going after things bigger than them.
Oh, yeah, they're fierce.
I was really struck by their camouflage, too.
Oh, yeah.
A seasonal change.
It's amazing.
Brown and white in the summer,
Hmm.
pure white in the winter, except for that little black tail tip.
It's like a completely different animal.
It is. It's like magic.
Well, it's not magic, it's evolution.
Right, of course.
It's all about survival.
So how does it work? Like, what triggers that change?
It's mostly about the photoperiod.
Photoperiod.
Yeah, the length of daylight
Oh, okay.
as the days get shorter
Uh-huh.
and the temperature drops.
Right.
The ermine's hormones kick in and they start to molt.
So it's like their body knows winter is coming.
Exactly. It's an amazing adaptation to their environment.
And speaking of environment, they live all over the place, don't they?
They do, all across North America.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
Boreal forests, grasslands, even meadows up in the mountains.
So diverse.
Very adaptable, these little guys.
But they do seem to prefer certain kinds of places.
That's right.
What was it? Dense ground cover?
Exactly. They need that cover for shelter, for hunting.
Makes sense. They're small, they need places to hide.
Right, both to avoid predators and to ambush their prey.
Now, I also read about something called niche partitioning.
Ah, yes.
What is that exactly?
Well, it's how different species can live in the same area without competing too much.
Oh,
Like with ermines, even though their range overlaps with other weasels, they've kind of carved out their own space.
I see.
They specialize in smaller prey, using that dense cover to their advantage.
So they're not stepping on each other's toes, so to speak.
Exactly. It's all about finding your niche, what you're good at.
And I have to ask about this because it's just so fascinating.
Go ahead.
Their reproduction, delayed implantation.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it?
It is. So explain this to me. How does this work?
Okay, so they mate in the spring or early summer, but the fertilized eggs, they don't implant right away.
What? They just hang out.
In a way, yeah.
Oh, strange.
They go into this suspended animation. It's called embryonic diapause.
Embryonic what?
Diapause, it's like a pause button.
Okay.
And then much later, usually around February or March, they implant and start developing.
So the babies, the kits, are born in the spring.
Exactly. When food is plentiful.
Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, it gives them the best chance of survival.
It's just mind-blowing.
Evolution is full of surprises.
It really is.
It's all about maximizing your chances of passing on your genes.
So even though they're predators, they're also prey, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Part of the food chain.
Very important part.
So who's eating them?
Well, larger predators, of course.
Okay.
Hawks, owls, foxes, even bigger weasels.
Wow, so they're right in the middle of things.
They are, and that makes them a good indicator species.
What does that mean?
It means their presence or absence can tell us a lot about the health of the ecosystem.
Oh, I see.
If ermine populations are doing well, it's a good sign. But if they start to decline, it could mean there's a problem.
Like a warning sign.
Exactly.
And sadly, there are threats facing them, like habitat loss and climate change.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's a reminder that even adaptable creatures need our help sometimes.
Absolutely.
Now, there's one more thing I wanted to touch on.
Sure.
The cultural significance of the ermine.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't expect that.
It's quite interesting.
So tell me, how did this small, fierce animal become, a cultural symbol?
Well, it all comes down to their fur.
Their fur.
Yes, that beautiful white winter coat.
Okay.
For centuries, it's been highly prized.
Really?
Especially in Europe, it was used to adorn the robes of royalty and nobility.
Wow, so it was a symbol of status.
Absolutely. It represented purity, power, prestige.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
This tiny predator becomes a symbol of, well, kind of lofty ideals.
It's a strange juxtaposition.
It is. I mean, they survive by hunting and killing.
But there's also a certain beauty to it, the stark contrast of the white fur.
I guess that's why it captured people's imaginations.
It's both fierce and elegant in a way.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the big takeaway here?
Well, I think the ermine story teaches us about resilience.
Resilience.
Yeah, their ability to adapt, their unique reproductive strategy, they're survivors.
Right.
And in a world facing so many challenges, that's a powerful message.
It is. It's a reminder that life finds a way.
Even in the face of adversity.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Until next time.
See you then.